Following the on-court assessment, I wanted to just go through a couple of the points that I believe Anna needs to work on. Obviously I assessed the three different game-based situations, so rallying, attacking and defending. I had a couple of points on each. When rallying, as you can see from the clip, there were two sets of 20 balls cross-court. Of the 20 balls, on average she made 12 of 20 balls rising cross-court. Now of these 12 balls, only 2 of them actually breaking the sideline. The other 10 were rising over the baseline, so obviously that's an issue that we would need to look to address if she was going to be able to play cross-court more effectively. The way in which I'd like to help her with this is her right hip rotation and her right shoulder rotation. I think this will help with her ability to break the sideline, allowing her to play with a contact point further out in front. Technically, she's good. Tactically, she's good at moving the ball around, as you can see from the 2-cross-1 line drill. She's also very confident moving the ball around in a rally capacity, which with Anna is extremely important because her game is based around her ability to get onto her forehand and to attack on the forehand side. As you can see from the clips in the previous clip, she's not the most mobile of players right now. Physically, she's very upright on a lot of the trading shots cross court. I'd like to load on her ability to drop her hips below the ball. This will help with her inertia from the ground up. It will also help with her trajectory. Ball trajectory, which will then in turn help with her ability to continue to rally at a high tempo across court with balls rising over the baseline and hopefully the balls crossing the sideline. I also think another element that will help on this is when she is splitting, because she gets a very good stop, hit and then stop routine on the forehand side in a trading capacity. If she has a wider landing position on the split step, I think this will enable her to drop her hips underneath the ball and in turn allow her to push herself up, helping with the trajectory as I just mentioned. Attacking, as you can see, Anna had great success when attacking on the forehand side when the balls were above the height of the net. She struggled a little bit with the balls below the height of the net. I think when I fed from a central position, she was 6 in 8 success above the height of the net, and I think she was 4 in 7 on the lower ball, so when the ball was below the height of the net. Technically, the lower ball, she needs to use greater use of the first segment, so more use of the hand, less elbow and shoulder. Obviously we're not too concerned about distance because she is short court there. And also she has great right hip drive on the higher forehands as well, on the right shoulder rotation as well, which is absolutely excellent. She's clearly really confident on the higher forehand versus the lower forehand short court there. Tactically, I think she needs to play the lower attacking forehand with more precision. She obviously loads on power and ball strike on the higher forehand. On the lower one, she needs to maybe understand that she can hurt through precision as opposed to speed and time on the lower forehand as well. Physically also on the lower one, what I think that might help is her ability to play right to right when moving up the court. You can see from the clip that her right to left action on the higher forehand is absolutely excellent. This also then enables her to recover if she doesn't want to transition to net. However, the most likely movement post short forehand on the lower ball will be towards the net, so right to right I think will be key in that capacity. Her ability to be more explosive with the first step and almost establishing that sideways on position initially, so her recognition before the ball bounces that it's going to be a short ball and potentially a short ball attack opportunity, so her initial ability to get into that first position and then transition up to that shot via a crossover into the right to right would be really, really key, and actually maybe the difference between her playing attacking short ball or defending on that short forehand there. In defence, this I believe is the biggest area of development for Anna on her forehand side. As I said, she is an aggressive baseliner and likes to manufacture the points around her ability to play a big forehand. She had little success defending off the wide balls. As you can see from the clip, we tried to keep it open. The conditions were extremely tough, so I closed it up with a single ball feeding. How I'd like to see her be more, or how I believe she could be more successful when defending on the wide ball, with abbreviated racket work. You can see that she still tries to engage a long take back, followed by a long follow through when on the run. And essentially, this is not allowing her to get the ball out in front and putting herself in trouble there. Physically, you can see that her body and her footwork actually continues on after the ball strike as well. So I'd like to load on her ability to stop. So after contact, stop, and then recover more effectively via a big crossover and shuffle. shuffle step. I think tactically as well, she often went line a lot, so maybe to highlight the value in going down the middle of the court here, I think it's extremely difficult to get this ball cross court, but if she can neutralise down the middle and not allow her opponent to have any angle on the next shot, then maybe she could be back in with a 40-60 standing within the 40-60 down. If she's 50-50, fantastic. But in realistic terms, short term, I think 40-60 would be an improvement, bearing in mind right now she's probably not even surviving in that area, so massive amount of development required there. When she's defending deep, she had more success with regards to putting the ball over and in when defending deep, but little effectiveness. I'm not sure if you could pick that up from the video, but the effectiveness of the balls were not great at all. I would like to see her play with more of a pivot step through this shot. This will help with her shoulder rotation, which will help the ball carry distance. It will help with her hip rotation, which will then best place her to recover to a correct recovery spot after she's played the forehand. As you can see from the clip, I think she takes sometimes 4 or 5 steps to recover back up to the baseline. If she plays that forehand with that pivot step straight into the shuffle and the split, then we can reduce that to 3 steps. So it's not necessarily making her quicker, but just definitely making her move more efficiently. Yeah, on the short, I also wanted to highlight her defence on the short forehand. This is where Anna gets caught out fairly often as well. And as you can see, when she transitions from baseline to the short ball, similar to when she was attacking, she doesn't necessarily get into the correct body position to do so. So with her legs, I like to see her wider with the split step, so more of a low position so she can be out of the blocks a lot faster. Predominantly here her racket work, okay, and tactically. So I'd like her to see her play with less racket work into the ball, but more out. So whether she's covering the ball with a chopper or stroke continental grip, so she's moving up to the ball and then playing with speed of racket out of the shot and loading more on precision to ensure that she's not completely down in the rally and to best place her at the net to make a volley. You can see from the clip she's still again loading as she is out wide defending with a big take back and a big follow through. Not sure that's necessary here again because we're not overly concerned with distance as she is short court. Finally, when the ball came in hard to her forehand, she was okay here. Okay, what I'd like to see is her lower body position. Okay, so again linked to the wide split step. If she lowers her body position, she'll be able to abbreviate her racket work also, and then holding her finishing position after the ball strike to ensure the flight path of the ball is a little bit lower. You can see she comes off the ball, and a lot of the balls went high and slow over the net there. So I'd like her to stay nice and strong through contact, top half over the ball, and essentially this will come from a real big wide base. I think this also then will help. If her opponent doesn't necessarily have a ball above the height of the net on the next shot, then she can have a realistic opportunity to maintain or stay in the point. I think at her level, she's a competent Tennis Europe level player now. If she's playing against girls and giving them short balls above the height of the net, a lot of the time she's going to be out of the point there. I think also important to take into consideration Anna obviously has a lot of things she can work on the forehand side. Her game is based around her big forehand. I'm not overly concerned right now with regards to her missing balls as long as they're the right balls. So we have a simple rule: if the ball is above the height of the net, she's on balance in behind the ball above the height of the net. She's able to get onto it, and there's a space to get into. Then she plays big, and she plays big to finish, to force an error. If she's making errors in this capacity, but her intention is correct, then I guess myself and the team were loading massively, with encouragement, just to kind of send an integrated message that is the right way to play for her. It's the way that she believes it, that she can hurt and that her game can develop, and also we also believe that as well. When the ball's lower, we are genuinely trying to help her to establish more of a feeling on the lower balls, and as you can see from the clips, it is an area that she struggles in. A lot of this is centred around her ability to be more explosive with her first step and to be nice and strong after the ball strikes in most areas of the court. Okay, excellent. If there's anything more that you want from me with regards to Anna's game, in particular on the forehand side, please let me know, and I'll endeavour to get that across to you as quick as possible. Cheers, Paul. Thank you.